the voice is produced. As we basically know, guys, the voice is produced in our throat, mouth, and nasal passage by air stream who comes from the lungs. But how does it merely work? Or what are those organs who play important roles in that process? And more relevant, what are their functions? I will give you a brief explanation about the process. Notice over here we have the infraglottic cavity, and right over here we have the glottic cavity, right? So the first step of the production of the voice is to get air into the lungs, right? In the infraglottic cavity, we are going to find a diaphragm, which is a diamond-shaped muscle situated under the lungs. You see? When it contracts, it expands vertically, like this, lifting the rib cage and allowing the lungs take air through a conductor called bronchi. This is the air passage conductor until the lungs. When the air from the lungs goes up to the windpipe, also known as a trachea, it goes up through the larynx, which is a bony box-like, you see over here, a structure which is situated in front of the throat, behind, like between the root of the, let me see over here, like between the root of the tongue and in the upper part of the trachea or windpipe. You see? So it contains a valve-like opening which consists in two membranous tissues over here. The two membranous tissues, one in front of the other. So in that opening, that the vocal, it calls also, sorry, it called that those two membranous tissues calls vocal cords. So in the opening of the vocal cords, we are going to find the glottis, right? When we are breathing normally, the vocal cords are apart like this. But when the vocal cords are precious from an air stream who comes through the larynx, they start abbreviated, tap 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 tap, like this. So when the vocal cords are vibrating, the sounds that they produce is a voice sound. But when they are apart, the sound that they produce is a voiceless sound. Let me take this over here. There are some modification of the voice. The principal source is the tongue. And we can divide those modifications into three parts. There are the trach cavity, articulators, and points of articulators. The air passage above the larynx is known as oral tract. The air passage above the larynx over here, it calls vocal tract, right? See over here, the vocal tract may be divided into the oral cavity, let me see over here, the nasal cavity, and the pharyngeal cavity, or the throat cavity, right over here. So the pharynx cavity is a space formed by the roots of the tongue, right over here, and also the walls of the throat. You see that part over here. So in the pharynx, we also can find the epiglottis. The epiglottis serve as a protector serve as a protector of the larynx. So they do not allow that the food go to the wrong way. Over here, let's see if we can notice. We can see very well. Over here is the esophagus. So the food goes over here, and over here, and over here the air. You see? So the epiglottis is situated over here and serve as a protective of the larynx. Right? So there's we have over here the nasal and also the oral cavity. The nasal over here and the oral cavity, both are connected. Like this. You see? So both are connected for a closure or opening belly. Over here we have the belly. We also know that part as a soft palate. And over here, you see, that's the belly. And over here we have the ovula. When the belly and the ovula are you see, lower, the air stream goes through the nasal cavity, and the sounds that we perceive from that cavity is called nasal sound. But see over here, when the vellum and the ovula are raised, they block that part. So the air stream that comes from the larynx, the vocal cords, goes through you see, for the oral cavity. So the sounds that we perceive is an oral sound. You see, over here is blocked. So the belly, here we are perceiving a belly closer, and over here a belly opened. You see? In addition, we have other modifications as I was mentioned. We have the articulators, such as the teeth, our tongue, lips, and others. And also we have the points of articulators. We can mention the labiodental, dental, palate, and others. But I will explain I will explain those concepts, and I will give a sample in another video. I just hope, guys, you enjoy that video and you also could be able to understand those concepts. Thank you very much. The vocal organs. Over here we can notice a head. So that part over here is called supraglottic cavity, and it is composed by the vocal organs. We can start talking about the lips. Are those one over here, the upper and lower lips. Behind there are the teeth, the upper teeth and the lower teeth. Just behind the upper teeth there is a small protuberance that you can feel with the tip of your tongue. This is called the alveolar ridge. This part over here, you can feel it with the tip of the tongue. You can also feel the front part of the roof of the mouth, which is formed by a bony structure. This is the hard palate. Over here. So you will probably have to use the finger or the tip to feel the fissure back. To find the soft palate or volume, you have to curve the tongue up far at the back of the mouth. Over here we can find the soft palate or the volume. Over here is the uvula. So the soft palate is a muscular flat that can be raised to press against the back, the wall of the pharynx, and shut off the nasal tract. With that part, with the soft palate and the uvula is raised against the wall of the pharynx, it's blocked that part, so it doesn't allow that the air goes through the nasal cavity. Instead, it goes to the oral cavity, the sound, you see, over here. So the tongue, over here, this is the tongue, which is divided into the tip, which is that part, the blade, which follow the teeth, sorry, this is the blade, and over here is the front. When the tongue, we can notice the blades when the tongue is resting. Immediately under the teeth ring, which is that part over here, we can notice the front of the tongue, which lies below the hard palate. That's the front, you see, like under the hard palate, which is over here. It's the hard palate. This is the front part of the tongue. And over here we have the center part, which is below the soft palate, and over here we have the back, which is under the soft palate, and the over here, like this is the center part over here, sorry, and this is the back, and at the end we can find the root part of the tongue, which is opposite to the back wall of the pharynx. Like that part over here is opposite to the pharynx, you see, the roof, the part. So those are the vocal organs. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. Bye.